Hello everybody. I'm going to do a couple of upgrades to my desktop computer today. It's an HP 550-153W. I had put a different Wi-Fi card in it because the original Wi-Fi card absolutely sucks. I put a Theros ABGN 2.4 and 5 gigahertz card in it, but I ordered a new one. It's the Intel AX200 chipset, which is the AX format, so it's an AX AC BGN 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. And then I also have a 4 gigabytes of RAM that I picked up on Facebook for $10. So let's dig in. Oh, if you're wondering what this stuff is here on the top, I bought this computer used off of Facebook, and when I opened it up, it was so full of dirt. I have never seen a computer with so much dirt inside of it. I literally had to take it to the garage and blow the crap out of it, and it created a huge dust storm. And so I came up with this little idea of just using some little Velcro dots and this air conditioner pre-filter and sticking it on there. It seems to work out pretty good. These little tools I'm using here, I bought years ago. I think I bought them from PC Geeks or Computer Geeks. I don't know if any of you remember them. They used to sell stuff online. This was before Amazon and all the big retailers got online. But I bought a whole bunch of them for a little bit of nothing, and they've really been a lifesaver. Okay, you can see here these two little antennas here. This was from the original PCI, the mini PCI ME card that was in it. I took it out. It was a cheapy Broadcom 2.4 gigahertz only. It wasn't even a dual band, crappy card. And so I took it out, labeled each one of these antennas 1 and 2, and then just pulled them up to the side here so they're out of the way. But what we're installing is this card here. I picked it up on Walmart.com for like 24 bucks. It's just it's an Intel chipset, but from a Chinese manufacturer of the card, and you find that it's pretty common nowadays. Here's a card I'm removing, And the reason I'm upgrading this is because this is, although it is a Bluetooth and dual band wireless card, it only has one receive and one transmit stream. And so when you're doing any kind of heavy duty software upgrades or anything, it kind of just craps out. Now this little extension here is for the USB. It's required in order for you to get the Bluetooth. This is Bluetooth 5.1 as well as the AX format wireless. And you just plug this into your available Bluetooth socket. Now if you don't have a Bluetooth socket, then it's not going to work. You're not some of the cards won't even function, others will function, you just won't have Bluetooth. So you kind of want to make sure you have this before you order the card. Make sure you have an available Bluetooth socket, because if you don't, it's not going to work. And you'll have to send it back or just waste your money. I'm kind of slow at this because I'm kind of anal about making sure it's plugged in correctly, and I hate when people do janky work on stuff. My thought is, let's do it right the first time. I hate fixing people's screw-ups. I mean, I've done it. I understand people are in a hurry. But, you know, just take a few more seconds and do it right. That's all it takes. Okay, now let's do the memory. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's got two DDR3 RAM slots, and there's a little plastic lever on each side you push down to release the RAM that's in there. And you want to make sure that what you're replacing it with is the same speed. Now on some computers You can put 2 speeds of RAM in and it'll just down throttle to the speed of the slowest RAM. I've had that work on a few computers. Sometimes it just doesn't work. So before you order your RAM, you want to check your speed. Make sure you order the right stuff. And just push down evenly on each side and you'll hear it click, and you'll see the little plastic levers on each side will go up and lock the memory into place. I like to take and put a finger on each side, push down and wheel it back and forth, make sure it's got a good contact. Make sure it's seated in there all the way. Can save you some headaches. I've had it where I thought the RAM was installed correctly and just wasn't seated all the way. You know, just saves you some headache. And then lastly, make sure that when you're in here messing around, you didn't unplug anything or get hooked up on any wires. Pull something loose. Check that things are plugged in correctly. It's also a good time to clean out all the shit that you got in there. You know, people don't realize that there is these computers are like vacuum cleaners. They suck air in, and all the dust and dirt, and the dirt stays and the air goes back out. And they fill up with all kinds of crap. And that can cause you a lot of overheating problems. Just get one of these air cans, blow the stuff out of there. Unless you lose the the air tip like that. You have to put the plate on to lock the card into place. I put the screw in, but I didn't put the plate in first. Helps if you do that first. Things go a little smoother. Okay, so we blew out any of the crap that's accumulated in there. Check that everything is installed correctly. And I want to take and just fasten that cord for that USB input. I'm going to put a small zip tie on it. Hold back. I'll be right back. You certainly don't need to do this. I just like to keep things tidy. You know what? On second thought, I'm just gonna route that a little differently. And leave it just like it is. We got the memory in there. We got the Wi-Fi card, and it's seated all the way. Mounts tight. I know you guys are gonna say, "Wow, what are you so worried about?" I don't know, not so much worried. I guess I've had to fix so many things before that are such just simple things, you know, where people just didn't pay attention to what they were doing. And so I'm kind of, I don't know if you can say paranoid about it, but I usually take a little extra effort. Couple little antennas, we'll screw those on. Got an installed disc here for the driver. Oh, by the way, this came with a little short profile bracket and its own little screwdriver. How about that? So that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining. See you later.